Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this week's episode of On the Couch. I'm Laquan Burrows.
And I'm Sam Prince, and today we are joined by Gavin from the Rowan Fencing Club.
What's up, Gavin? How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good, you know? I'm really glad that you can make it. Thank you for taking the time to be here with us. So, we're just going to ask you a few questions, and we're just going to get some honest answers from you. Sound good?
Sounds great.
All right, so first, I just want to know your journey with fencing. How did you find out about fencing, and what made you really want to do it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I've always kind of known about fencing. It's been a sport that I've known about. I love the iCarly episode with the Fence and Bensons. That's pretty much how I figured out that it was a thing. Mm-hmm. And I never really got the opportunity to do it because there weren't any schools around me. My high school didn't have fencing. But I came here and I found out that there was a fencing club and it was really cheap to join. It's only $25 a semester. And they provide equipment and everything. So it was just really good opportunity for me to join fencing and stab some people.
No, I feel that. I feel like I really got my influence, if I ever were to do fencing, it definitely was from iCarly and from The Parent Trap.
So you guys both got influences from fencing from iCarly. My brother actually, he fenced in high school. Oh. So was iCarly, when you watched, you're like, I got to fence. What was that tipping point when you watched iCarly?
So, I watched iCarly when I was a kid, when it was coming out. So I watched this episode and it just looked really cool. Like, sword fighting.
Yeah.
And, the cool masks and the uniform. And I was like, that's really interesting.
It seems so prestige.
It does. It's very it's very gentlemanly. It's very honorable. So I just always thought it was cool. And, as sword fighting is always very cool.
Yeah. So was fencing something that came naturally to you, or did you challenge a lot learning it?
It definitely is a challenge to learn it because, the footwork is very precise and it's, you have to be very kind of on point with your footwork. And the blade work as well. There's a lot of small habits that you pick up accidentally when you're learning fencing, and you don't. You have to shake them because the sport is very precise, and when you pick up bad habits,
it's just gonna keep going. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I still find myself with problems, but it comes a lot more naturally to me now.
Okay.
So you talk about sword fighting, and it's just fun. I've actually never, I've actually never fenced, even though my brother did. As I said before, I always wanted to too. Laquan, we should
sports,
do. We sports.
We sports have nice little fencing.
Yeah.
What type of sword do you fence?
So there are 3 different blades in fencing. There's the epee, the foil, and the saber. I'm a saber. I can run down the blades if you guys want. So epee and foil are point weapons.
Okay.
So they are basically, you have the grip, you have your guard, and then it's a long blade with a button at the end of it. So you're only able to stab. You can't slash or, your opponent. Saber is different. It's just a stick, so you can slash your opponent. So I'm a saber. It's regarded as one of the faster weapons because we have specific rules, and the fact that we're a slashing weapon, it just kind of makes it so that it's really fast. Our bouts are over in less than a minute, and bouts are for us, we go up to 5.
They seem quick, yeah.
They're very quick. So, whereas in an epee bout, which is the slowest one, their bouts have to be timed for 3 minutes. And if they go over that,
then they're disqualified.
Well, whoever has the highest score wins, or if they're tied, then they have a priority. So they fence for another minute, and they flip a coin, and whoever is the winner of the coin toss has priority. So if nobody scores a point within that minute, they win.
The dreaded coin toss.
Oh yeah.
Always getting people. For people who are starting off, what type of tips and tricks would you kind of give to them to kind of get into fencing?
I'd say don't be scared. First of all, it's a very safe sport. It's the only injuries that you can really sustain are either if something goes horribly wrong or you are doing something wrong. And everybody makes mistakes at first. So I think just don't be scared to try the sport. don't be scared to get hit and don't be scared to hit others. It's perfectly safe. Always practice your footwork, I think is also another thing, because that's usually everybody's issue.
Yeah, makes sense.
Practicing your footwork, don't make any dumb mistakes, and you'll be safe in fencing. When do you guys practice?
So the fencing club meets Mondays, Wednesdays.
You're all good? You all good?
Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays. We meet Mondays and Wednesdays at 7:30 until 9.
Where?
And then in the rec center, in the group exercise room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like you walk right into the rec center and you'll see everybody with big bags
Hey.
walking around. So, and then Sundays we practice from 2 to 4.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much for answering our questions. I feel like I've gotten a little bit more into it, and hopefully one day I can do more than just play it in Wii Sports. But you're not going to go anywhere, as coming up after the break, we have our main man, Gavin. He's going to be teaching us some fencing techniques. Stay tuned.
Is it time yet?
It's time.
Let's start time for dinner.
Oh, terrific.
Pasta dinner.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
Welcome back to On the Couch. We are still joined by Gavin from the Rowan Fencing Club, and it looks like Gavin is going to demonstrate fencing for us.
Yes, show us a little bit of stuff, my boy.
Yeah, of course. So this is the blade. It is a saber.
Okay.
So basically, just things to note about this. It's basically just a stick. But there's also a place to put a wire in. So this will connect to the it'll connect to the scoring system.
Okay. Oh,
And-
that's cool. That's actually kind of cool. I was about to
That's
ask
cool.
like, how you guys do that.
Yeah, so basically the scoring system, you connect your blade to the scoring system, and for sabers especially, we have this special metal jacket called a lame. We have to have this connected as well. And we also have a special electrified mask because, so how saber works is, how saber works is that this is all electrified, and when you hit the metal mask or the lame, it will send a signal to the score board, and it'll basically show who touched who.
And is that for every type of fencing? Because you had said the 3 types. So is that just for sabers, or is that for every?
So every blade is electrified in some way.
Okay.
For the epes and the foils, they have a button at the end of this. This doesn't have one because this is a slashing weapon, but epes and foils have a button at the end. Foils also have a lame, but it only covers the torso pretty much and like the bottom of the neck. And epes don't have lames because everything is target area. So basically, whatever is metal is target area for each blade.
Okay.
So how come they changed it up for each blade?
So it kind of goes back to history. Foil was kind of the original dueling weapon. So when people would duel with foils, or the equivalent back in the day, they would want to kill the opponent. So yeah, so
Well,
the target
violently.
area is the torso because when you get hit in the torso, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
With saber, we have a target area basically from the waist up, and this is because saber is a cavalry weapon. So they would be on horseback, and they would slash at each other on horseback. So you wouldn't really be going for the legs because they're not using their legs. And epee is everything is target because it is the dueling weapon where it's to the first blood. So there's it doesn't have it on here, but in epee there's a groove where if it were actually a sharp weapon, there would be you'd
mind
be
if
able
I-
to draw blood. Oh yes,
Sorry, I just wanted to.
May I after you,
Get a
like
little-
one?
oh yeah, of course.
please.
You can even while I'm doing it. So, I know each form of fencing has like their own different times and stuff. So for yours, I think you had said that it goes pretty fast. How many rounds would you say you get, or is it kind of just more of whoever hits first and hits fast wins?
So there's a very finicky rule called priority in Saber, which is not the same as epee priority. It's thank you.
You're welcome.
It is basically whoever is off the line first or who lunges first, basically makes an attack, has priority. So if two people attack each other and both lights go off, that's how the ref decides who gets the point. Not two people cannot get the point in Saber.
Oh.
They can in epee, they can't in foil or Saber because of priority.
Gotcha.
And if there's an attack and a miss, then the other person has priority, and it's this whole big rule.
Gotcha. So it's basically just whoever is the aggressor kind of gets it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, oh, okay. I feel like I've learned a lot about this.
I learned
yeah.
a lot too.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate you coming
so
out
much.
for us.
Thank you.
I really want to try this at some point, so I might have to stop by. Don't go anywhere because after this, Sam and I are going to be talking about what's hot and what's not and some juicy hot topics. Stay tuned.
There are a lot of words I would use to describe my daughter. Kind, strong, hilarious. When I think about how much she's experienced in her life, on a journey that we're now on together as a family,
I'll make you something to eat, okay?
we can't help but be inspired by her every day.
Hey, Mom. We're about to start the movie.
Oh, yeah, I'll be right there.
So really, we're the lucky ones. Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
Welcome back to On the Couch. This part of the show is called Hot Topics, and we are going to be talking about what's hot and what's not in pop culture. Sam, I think I'm going to start off with this one, all right?
All right,
you
could start.
Of course. So, in recent news, Spider-Man stars Tom Holland and Zendaya have been making headlines after rumors of them being engaged have surfaced all throughout the internet. Holland and Zendaya, as we all know, have worked together since 2016 when they were in the MCU, the Spider-Man Homecoming movie, and have been in a confirmed public relationship since I believe around last year, July time. Rumors of their engagement are just that as of right now, and Zendaya's mom could be hinting at this just being rumors, as fans have seen that she posted, not this, but she posted a picture on her Instagram, basically talking about what clickbait is. She had a whole definition of clickbait on her Instagram page, basically alluding to fans that everything that's happened is clickbait. So I kind of want to get your thoughts on this situation, the whole engagement thing. Why do you think people care so much, and why do you think people are all up in their business?
Well, Laquan, I don't personally think that this is as big as a deal as people are saying.
I don't think so either.
Look, it's their life, it's their relationship. They can make it public if they want. They can make it private. But if they're engaged, congratulations.
Happy for them.
If they're not,
and if they wanted to tell us that they
could
were,
tell us.
then yeah. I feel like people just are bored and just want to latch onto anything, so they just continuously go and like they put these celebrities on like such a high pedestal. Like I feel like any celebrity, whether it's like they're engaged, they're dating, everybody always jumps on. Oh my god! Oh my god! They're dating.
They're dating.
They're engaged.
Oh my god!
Like it's not like to me personally. I mean, hey, maybe to somebody else it's like extremely important to them, but for me, I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, congratulations to them, but at the same time, there's no need for it to be blown on every headline that they're engaged. Let them live their
I
lives.
look at it like this: they're normal people just like me and you.
Exactly.
If they want
They
to
just
live,
have money.
they want to live their life, they can do that way.
As you see here, there is the there's the Instagram thing that I was talking about. She basically said clickbait typically refers to the practice of writing sensationalized or misleading headlines in order to attract clicks on a piece of content. Basically, Zendaya's mom's out here not happy about anything. I feel like I kind of like it when celebrities kind of take that little hit, but at the same time, I'm like, for the celebrities themselves, there's no need to buy into all of it. Just ignore it unless it's overly harmful and just kind of move on, in my opinion. But, hey.
That's a fair point, Laquan. I agree with you on that. But we got some fun news coming up tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Guitar, the World Cup, the United States will be playing the Netherlands in the round of 16. Who would have thought the United States' up-and-coming team, round of 16 against the Netherlands, 10 a.m. Laquan, think we get the job done?
When it comes to the memes, the U.S. does not disappoint. So I feel like they're gonna do it for the memes. I've been enjoying all these TikToks, all the memes that I've been seeing on my page. Every time the U.S. either ties with somebody or wins just barely, it's fun to see, especially for all the people who never watch soccer and are just doing it. I feel like this is one of the only times that our country like fully comes together as a unit to be like fully patriotic and everything is when we have memes like this about us beating other countries, and it's entertaining. It's very entertaining. So I might have to watch the game tomorrow just for the memes.
Just for the memes. You're not even watching for the country of the United States of America?
You're right. Red, white, and blue USA. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it for the USA.
It is. You're right. I mean, and
The memes are just hilarious. I'm sorry. I can't. But
it's called soccer.
it is called soccer.
It's called soccer.
It is called soccer. I don't want to hear no football. You know,
No football.
Soccer. This is soccer. This is America's sport. But that's all we have for you guys today. I'm Laquan Burrows.
And I'm Sam Prince. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode of On the Couch. And see you guys next time. And have a great break, everyone. And happy holidays. A happy New Year.
Happy holidays. This is our last episode. We will see you guys the spring semester.
Happy holidays.